So hello, welcome. We are the Trauma and Orthopaedic team at Westbrook Hospital. We've got a video today looking at exercises for recovery following your above elbow cast for your child. What we're going to do today is go through leaflet exercises that you should have seen, and we're going to go through and demonstrate it in real time. And so hopefully you can join in with this as well, and hopefully you'll find it helpful.
So I'm Vicky, I'm one of the children's physios, and we're also here if you need any help. So the first exercise that I'd like to do is to start to get that elbow moving, because it's really important to start to get your joints moving once you've come out of the cast. So what I'd like you to do is to just support your elbow underneath with your other hand. That's brilliant. And then see if you can bend your arm as far as you can and see if you can touch your shoulder. That's brilliant, that's really good. Don't worry if you can't manage to get that far at home, that's really normal. It will get better as you do a little bit more of these exercises. And once you've gone up nice and high, I then want you to slowly stretch back out again and really push as straight as you possibly can. Amazing. And then come back up again and see if you can touch your shoulder. And then nice and slowly all the way back down. If you feel like you need just a little bit more support than your hand, what you can do is you can do the same movement on the table. So if you rest your arm on that table, that's lovely. So you can rest your arm down, slowly stretch your arm out as far as you can, and then come back up again towards your shoulder. That's it. And then go back down again. And don't be afraid to use this arm now for doing other things as well, like when you're trying to eat and do all your normal daily things, using cutlery, doing all your buttons up and those kinds of things. That will help get your hand up to the mouth as well, which is really important. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to try and do is the stop sign. So what I'd like you to do is put your arm out in front of you and stretch as far as you can, and hand up in front of you like you're trying to stop someone from coming towards you, which at the moment is, you might well be doing. And then put that back down again. Okay, and then stretch back up again. Arm out, and then go back down again. So for each of these exercises, we'd like you to try and do 10 of each of the exercises. That's brilliant. And come back down. And just keep going if you can. Brilliant. And back down. And stretch it out. That's it, bring your hand up, and then relax your arm back down again. And stretch out. Put your hand up. Put your arm up, and then go down again. That's really nice. Okay, alright. So the next thing I'd like you to do is to see if you can reach up for the stars for me, as high as you can. Stretch your hands up towards the ceiling. That's brilliant. And then see if you can take your hands behind your head, and then see if you can get your hands behind your back. Perfect. Okay, so same again. So stretch up to the stars. It's a good stretch. Hands behind your head, and then hands behind your back. Alright, and some of these are quite tricky to start with, so don't worry if you find it difficult. That's it, stretch up, hands behind your head, and hands behind your back. And keep going, so you try and do that 10 times. Brilliant. That's it. Perfect. We got to 10. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is for your wrists, to get your wrists moving a little bit. And what I want you to do is to put your hands flat on your thighs for me. And then what I want you to do is to turn them over as far as you can. And then turn them back again. Don't worry if you can't turn them both the same amount to start with. Again, it's normal to be a little bit stiff to start with, and the more you move it, the better it will get. So turning it over as far as you can. Push that wrist round, and then come back over to the starting position. And then turning it over as far as you can, and then go back to the starting position. And again, try and do 10 of those if you can. Lovely. Perfect. Okay, and the last thing is my favourite one, which is the jazz hands one. So what we should do is tuck your elbows into your side, take your hands out to the side, and you're going to shake your hands like this and do some lovely jazz hands for us. That is brilliant, really good. If you're not quite sure about the movement and you're not getting the wave on your wrist, then what you can do is you can do the same thing on the table. That's it, so keep your arm nice and still. This part of your arm isn't moving, it's just your hand that's moving from side to side and doing a nice wavy movement on the table. And that's it. So they're the exercises that we want you to have a go at to start with. So as soon as that you take the cast off, just gently starting to get those that arm moving as much as you possibly can. And there are some other things that you can try and do as well.
Yeah, so thank you. There's some other bits, so it's all about encouragement and getting that movement into the shoulder, the elbow and the wrist. So again, much the same way you can use shadow puppets, putty to get the movement in the wrist, even games such as playing high fives, pat a cake, head, shoulders, knees and toes. Those are all good games to kind of get that movement and get that early on. It might be a bit tricky for you initially, but just keep going with that. It's important to remember that we are here at West Suffolk, so if you have got any problems at all, do get in touch with us and we'll be able to help and support you through this journey. Thank you.